I think we need to talk about and break this myth that creators should be killing themselves to get anything done. Because I think it's a very important thing to discuss. No matter where you are in your creations. So, with YouTube and other online ways of producing web comics, video content, no matter what you're working on, I think there's this concept that's always been there to tortured artists, and you're not doing right unless you're killing yourself to get everything done. Let's put a liner on that for a second. How much time does normal people get to spend on the content when it's not your full-time job? I look in my case. I work a job that starts at 5 a.m. and ends at 5 a.m. 5 p.m. That's a full day. Count in probably 30 minutes of driving time to and from work. That's like, let's just even that out to an hour. That's, you know, to me from 5 a.m. until 7. If you count showering in the mornings and stuff, that's a long day. Pretty long day. And there's a lot about my job that I like. But there's not a lot of time during that job to do other things. Like finding any way of working on videos or other content. But most of the time, I find myself like on my lunch break just listening to podcasts. And yeah, that could count as working towards stuff because, you know, you're further educating yourself. And that's great. That's part of the whole getting better at your craft. But it isn't working on the craft. So let's not even count like a lunch break where somebody might be able to do art or something like that. But I have artist friends who said they can't do that work. They can't even think straight enough to do that work. So when I get home late in the day, or even if I get to come home early or I have an early end shift or whatever, I probably have a good 4 hours to do anything. And if I got any errands to run, then maybe 2 hours to do anything. And I know people will be like, well, if you truly want to work at your craft, you'll stay up really late and you'll do all these one-nighters. And one, I'm not that young anymore and I really can't do that really. Yeah, you're just old. Wasn't any good for me in college. It's certainly not going to be any good for me now. And it's certainly not any good for the art or the stuff you want to create. Then I'm worthless as a creator. No, you're not, okay? Just because you don't have time or energy to stay up until 4 a.m. and get up at 5 a.m. to do work, you're not failing as a creator. You know, just because you have time to release 8 billion things, you're not failing as a creator. Create. Do your thing. Take your time with it if you need to. I found that the times when I try to want to do too much, it just completely collapses and I can't do it. And then I go back to 1 week releases with some things that are, if I finish it or I have time. You have to breathe as a creator. No matter what, you just have to breathe. And if you don't give yourself that chance to breathe, you're going to suffocate on trying to do what you want to do. So if during the whole week you don't get anything done on your film project, your comic, or anything else, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You're still a creator, you're still making stuff, you're still a filmmaker, you're still a comic book creator, you're still a writer, even if you only get 2 hours out every 7 days to work on it. Because at least you're working on it. And like I said before, you can find other ways of keeping that mindset going, studying, reading about the craft or whatever, but never fault yourself for taking care of yourself. Just as this vlog right here is not daily or dead, working on what you do should never be daily or dead.